You can? Yeah? Right. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late today. Um, just was busy doing something and I lost track of time, but I'm here now. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Roxanne, Lita. Yes, Lita, you're here on time. I was a few minutes late today. I mean, I generally start off 4 minutes to 5, just, to connect with everybody, but I got carried away with time today. I hope everybody's doing well and had a good week. I had a good one too. Some rest, some work, a good healthy mix of everything. Hi Pasand, hi Shiva. Thank you so much. Yes, Tony, you're not to be blamed for my delay in a couple of minutes, but that's okay. I'm still on time, right? It's 5 p.m. that we are meant to start. So it's actually just a minute to go. So we'll wait for others to join in. This is going to be a nice, beautiful, exciting meditation, a little bit of fun, a little bit of reflection. Hi Shama, hi Kim, lovely to have you here. And so we're going to be doing some connection with thing 1 and thing 2. I wonder how many of you have read Cat in the Hat book by Dr. Seuss. Quite a few probably have, I'm sure. But it'll be, it'll be interesting to talk about it as we move along. Hi, Christine, Tonya. Good to have you all here. Pasand, I can see Joanne. Hi, Joni. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening from different parts of the world. And here we are today to share this fun, reflective meditation called The Magic of Wonder in Innocence and Wisdom. Okay, so we're going to be integrating the two in today's meditation or reflection. Maybe we should call it reflection today because it's more of a journey, a bit of a reunion actually. That would be the right name for today's session. It's a reunion. So let me start since it's already 5 and many of you are already here with me today. So what is wonder? Wonder is a feeling of excitement, a feeling of amazement, a feeling of admiration for something that's beautiful, for something that is remarkable, and sometimes even for something that's unfamiliar, unknown. So it's that wonder about, wow, that feeling of amazement about something that we even don't know or we dream of or we ponder over. So that's wonder. Now, what is innocence? Saint Augustine said it very beautifully that if you don't ask me about time, I know it. If you ask me, I don't know it. So innocence, we generally look at innocence as ignorance or unawareness, but actually innocence is a very mysterious operation of imagination, the imagination that goes wild with innocence. And it's a popular belief that when you go into or dive into life, into the mental aspect of living, we tend to lose the connection with innocence. It gets buried under finding a balance in life, pursuing different things, acquiring knowledge. It could be for the expectations, the duties, the responsibilities. And so the innocence does not get lost. The innocence can get buried under that pursuit of knowledge or what we believe that knowledge would lead to wisdom. So wisdom by itself is, of course, helps us to develop qualities of humility as well as empathy, I should say, actually helps us to live with, knowing what is the difference between good and bad teaches us different qualities to live as a better human being. But the innocence gets buried in the pit of wisdom. Now, today's meditation or today's reflection or reunion is about revitalizing and reconnecting with our innocence, which could possibly be underneath. And why do we need to do that? Is because when we live from a space of wonder, when we have a wonder of life, we walk through life with wonder in our heart and in our imagination, we open doors for a higher knowledge. We open doors to connect to that big realm of imagination, because imagination is the conduit to connecting with our true self, our higher self. So when we bring innocence, the wonder of innocence and the wonder of wisdom, and we merge it together, we are then able to live from a space of balance and fulfillment. So this is a beautiful quote by Roxana Jones, who says, feel yourself as a child again. Feel the magic that surrounded you when you were so connected to your heart that the word impossible didn't exist. Feel that heart and bring it back to life. Love is the way. So in today's reflective reunion, we're going to be bringing in our inner child, and we're going to connect with the wonder of the innocence of our inner child, and we're going to merge it with the wonder that is there in us, in the wise part of us, okay, in the wisdom. Okay, so when we allow this harmony to happen, we will of course see how that magic comes up for each one of us, and we'll discuss that at the end. What I've done is I took inspiration from Dr. Seuss' book Cat in the Hat, with Thing 1 and Thing 2. So all those of you who already know about it, but for those who've not read Cat in the Hat, just a little summary about the book. Okay, so in Cat in the Hat, two kids, I think it's Sally and Conrad, who are having a very boring, dull day, and they're sitting at home and it is really boring for them, and mom goes out to carry out some errands. So while they are sitting and getting bored, they invite in Cat in the Hat. Cat comes in and decides to amuse them with various antics and tries to balance and creates a lot of mess, and then the cat brings out a box, and out come Thing 1 and Thing 2. Thing 1 and Thing 2 are very mischievous. They cause complete havoc. And the kids, while are enjoying it, I think it's been a while since I've read that book, but I think they also worry that what's mom going to say? What's going to happen? And so if we look at mom as the representation of the world, keeping an eye on us, like, don't be silly, don't be so childlike, grow up, be wise. If that is the expectation out of us, are we scared to let that Thing 1 and Thing 2 just pop out of the box and be mischievous? So Thing 1 and Thing 2, coming back to the story, cause a lot of havoc in the house, and just when at the window they see mom's coming back, Thing 1 and Thing 2 also help in bringing structure back into the house, so that there is no evidence of all that mess that was created. Okay, so I want you to have your own perception of Thing 1 and Thing 2 through today's meditation, and then in the end you can tell me how you felt. But for today's session, what we're going to do is we're going to be referring to our inner child as Thing 1 and ourselves, the adult wise part of us, as Thing 2. Okay, and as always, we'll finish the meditation and then we will have a little discussion, and of course I will pick up some cards from the wisdom card deck. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to change the angle of the camera, I'm going to play some music, and let's go diving right into our reunion with our inner child today. Okay, so enjoy this ride. And where is my camera? There we go. Okay, And the music comes on. I just saw someone send a teary-eyed face. Is it about connecting with your inner child? Well, I don't know what it was for, but don't be, enjoy the fun, enjoy the lighter moments, and enjoy the moments where there would be some kind of healing. So let's begin. Settle down to find the magic of wonder in your innocence as a child and the wonder in your adult wisdom. Choose a position that's comfortable for you today. Today is the day for reunion of the little you and the adult you. Let's call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. The two naughty characters from Dr. Seuss' Cat in the Hat story. You want this reunion to be a celebration that will remain etched in your memory. Your mind's eye will help you decorate the setting, so closing your eyes and allowing the mind's eye to take over will make this more magical and fun. Take a few deep, energizing breaths. Inhale and exhale with a smile on your face. Your breath is a constant friend and observer and will help you connect your inner child and the adult you easily. You're having a relaxed day over the weekend. You pick up your childhood photo album that has pictures of you at different stages and different ages. As you look at each one with a smile on your face, you choose one particular picture of your childhood to help you make this reunion of Thing 1 and Thing 2. A fun and reflective reunion. You have been meaning to do this for a while. You have memories to share, memories to be healed, questions to ask, fun things to do, and wonders to share when you meet with your younger self. You pack a picnic basket of all things you love. You also carry a pouch that have beads in them. They are beads of wonder. You intend to give the other a bead each time a wonder is revealed. You meet in a garden. Something is familiar about the garden, but you are so happy to just set eyes on thing one that you do not stop to figure out what. You take a few minutes to just observe thing one, that younger self of you at this age, the clothes, the hairstyle, the way thing one smiles, and the way thing one looks back at you, replicating your very behavior. You both look pleased at what you see. You both realize that each other is carrying a picnic basket and a pouch. Beads of Wonder pouch. You wonder, can thoughts travel back in time and serve to influence or create a new future? Why not? You ask yourself innocently. As you both get closer, you go down on your knees and open your arms to hug thing one, the younger you. It feels so surreal to hold each other. The sound of your breath, the fragrance of the skin is familiar. There is no exchange of words, only a very affectionate reunion. Suddenly, thing one jumps out of the embrace and suggests you both go to the seesaw. You happily agree and holding hands walk to the seesaw. You enjoy the togetherness you share on the seesaw, laughing, enjoying the highs and lows of the seesaw. Giggling and looking up and down at each other. Laughing harder when the other one bumps uncomfortably on the up as well as the down. You see how the different vantage points gives you a new reason to giggle about. And thing two, as a thing two, you see the analogy of the seesaw and life. Strength and wisdom in yourself that has guided you through life's many road bumps, and your laughter in the highs and lows you have experienced. And you continue enjoying the giggling and looking up and down at each other. After a while, you suggest getting off the seesaw to sit under the old oak tree to have a snack. Excitedly, Thing 1 races you to the tree while you follow yelling, "Not fair, not fair." You're having fun, once letting the child in you rise to the occasion. Before you open the picnic basket, you give Thing 1 the first bead of wonder. And you say, "Thank you for sharing moments of laughter. It truly felt liberating." Thing 1 smiles, and you can see in their eyes the look, "You mean you don't laugh like this anymore?" Thing 1 puts the bead in the pouch and hurriedly shifts attention to the picnic basket. You are amazed at what all you both have brought along to your picnic today. So much joy in sharing goodies that you both have enjoyed through the years. And you, Thing 2, introduce some new snacks that you have come to enjoy as an adult. You realize that you learned how to share lovingly in your childhood and are grateful that this characteristic has gone unchanged. Thing 1 very suspiciously tries a few of those new goodies and looks at you with eyes of disbelief, as if to say, "How do you even like this?" You assure Thing 1, "Oh, this is good for your health." And you decide to smilingly ignore the "yeah, right" look from Thing 1. As you both are happily enjoying this moment of sharing and cuddling, you decide to play a game of Remember When. Gently, in a soft voice, Thing 1 says, "Do you remember?" Reminding you of a very special moment when you were little. You recollect the moments, and Thing 1 helps to fill in the gaps of your memory and adds, "I don't think I will ever forget this moment. It is so special for me." It makes you realize just how much this memory meant to you as a younger self. You wonder, why would I bury this in my memory? Has it lost its value in the rush of life and growing up? What other memories have I buried along the way? You both recreate the whole experience once more. And as you do this with thing one, you see it with a new perspective. The wise adult in you now pictures it with the wonder of a child, without the need for logic and explanation. You just enjoy the special memory. You give thing one a well-deserved bead of wonder. It amazes you that thing one is so elated with the victory, as all little children are. All victories have an appeal of magnificence that as adults are not always appreciated. Those little things that meant so much. You think to yourself, this requires some reflection. And then comes your turn. You remind thing one of a memory. Thing one's voice resonates with a long forgotten sadness at the memory, and then slowly starts to cry. You wonder why your little self would feel so emotional. As an adult, you seem to have a good laugh relating it to friends and family. You inquire, why does it make you sad? And as you hear the memory being related to you, the way thing one sees it, you too feel the sadness. And now you understand how you may have allowed the adult in you to rationalize the experience. But deep down in your subconscious, it still brings on sadness. It is a subdued emotion that is now brought into the consciousness to be recognized, accepted, and honored. And not hidden away to perhaps be the cause of limiting beliefs unknowingly. You hug and reassure thing one, and very subtly even to yourself, that all is well. You make thing one feel safe and loved, with the assurance that time will heal the hurt. And in your reassurance to thing one, you too can feel a lightness in your heart. You too can see a new perspective to it. offering thing one another bead of wonder. And instantly thing one perks up and wipes off the tears and takes one bead from their own pouch and gives one to you. Both of you cracking up in giggles over the sniffles from crying and wiping away each other's tears. You are amazed at a child's ability to move from sadness to enthusiasm with such ease. You are still trying your best to overcome the sadness. But thing one is already perking up. This ability to instantly change the emotion of sadness into joy is one wonder of innocence you certainly wish to bring back into yourself. You mentally lock in the thought. This realization of having traded innocence for knowledge gives you reason to ponder more deeply. You ponder, why has life's adult realities snatched away childlike innocence? And when did this happen? The exchange of memories and beads continue for a while between you, thing one and thing two. Some full of laughter, some tears, and with so much healing. Different memories, different moments. All important. As you continue to give beads to each other, beads of wonder. You can see your pouch getting lighter and thing one's pouch getting heavier. You realize the wonder of innocence certainly is more powerful than the wonder of knowledge and wisdom. But when both are brought into harmony, magic happens. You question yourself, how can I recapture the wonder of innocence in my adult life? You make a point to lock this thought into memory too, a reminder to keep creating more reunions. You always took pride in being in touch with a few of your childhood activities that you still enjoy. but today you wanted to experience it in the presence of your little self, just to see how that feels. Some activities have required training to improve your skills, and you're looking forward to sharing these adult learned techniques with Thing 1. As you both start sharing the activity, you notice how organically Thing 1 uses their imagination and makes the activity fun, while you, as Thing 2, try to bring structure to the activity. Thing 1 pauses to observe you, but then happily reverts back to their instinctive way. After a few attempts, you give up and let yourself enjoy it the way Thing 1 chose to. You tell yourself that it is the feeling, not the structure of the activity itself. To your surprise, it is more enjoyable, and the imagination of both of you together makes it absolutely magical. And as you continue playing this activity together, you observe how with just playing with this sense of wonder and pure joy, the play becomes more creative. And you suddenly have an aha realization on what you could add to your practice in your adult moments. After a lot of fun, you extend another bead of wonder to Thing 1. Thing 1 looks at you puzzled and asks, "Why?" And you say, "Because you showed me how playing without rules is also fun and how it becomes more creative." Thing 1 quickly puts the bead into the pouch with a big smile. You can now see Thing 1 is now ready for something new. Perhaps a little lay down on the grass, you suggest? Happy with the suggestion, you both lie down on the mat on the grass and look up at the sky. Soon the questions start streaming from Thing 1. Why is the sky blue? How do the birds fly? Where do the birds go at night? How do birds sleep? Do they close their eyes? Do they lie down? And so on. You answer them in the best way you can. You also notice that while you provided the facts to the questions you knew the answers to, you also added a bit more imagination and intrigue to the responses. Interesting. The awe and excitement does make the answers more magical. You smile knowing that you have been revisiting and experiencing your childlike wonder. Before you could pull a bead of wonder for thing one, for helping you see the magic in wonder, thing one takes out a bead and gives you one, saying, "Thank you for answering my questions." It felt endearing to receive one from thing one. It serves as a reminder to include the magic of wonder in facts and knowledge. You think to yourself, thing two is not doing too bad after all. Just a little while with thing one, and the innocence and awe are contagious if you let it in. As you continue playing and enjoying your day with thing one, you don't realize how the time just flies. And it's almost time to say farewell. Thing one has to go to bed. You hug each other and promise to meet more often. You tell thing one, "I'm so happy to have reconnected with you." Thing one smiles at you and replies, "But I am you." Thing one hugs you as tightly as a child can and hands you the pouch of beads, asking you to keep it with you. You realize the importance of this gesture. I will always have you with me, and I will have many reasons to come back and see you again. Thing one certainly has a wise soul tucked away in that innocence. Another bead of wonder must go into thing one's pouch. Innocence shouldn't be judged as a lack of knowing. You are reminded of the quote by Socrates, "Wonder is the beginning of wisdom." You say a warm farewell for today to each other. As you return to your own space, you decide to review all the beads of wonder you both gleaned from your play date, from your reunion. You lay down all the beads from thing one's pouch to the left and from thing two pouch to the right. As you go over all the wonders you'll experience together today. Laughter truly is healing. Receive gifts no matter how small. It is exciting to receive gifts. Childhood memories must be recollected and experienced as how a child sees it. The happy ones are beautiful reminders of magical moments, and there is room for healing through painful moments with the support of wonder of wisdom. Sharing is a reflection of love and caring. Excitement and awe fill our hearts with joy and helps us overcome sadness quickly. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Structured learning helps in refining skills, but one must never lose the magic of the activity where the passion and fun resides. It is the passion and fun that allows for uniqueness to shine through. The wonder of nature always helps bring back the wonder of life. Facts and knowledge become more intriguing with a dash of wonder. Innocence is certainly not ignorance. The purity of innocence and wisdom brings new meaning to life. You put the beads back in their respective pouches, and you feel blessed that you have gifted this day of relaxation and reflection today. Promising yourself a play date with Thing 1 is a great way to recharge batteries for Thing 2. And with that, you gently reconnect with your natural breath. You gently move your fingers and toes. And as you recreate the space where you started this reunion, as you inhale and exhale deeply, you gently start to open your eyes, feeling magically charged with the wonder of innocence and wisdom. Welcome back, everybody. I hope your reunion, your play date with Thing 1 was magical and fun and reflective. So while you all are giving me a little feedback on what you experienced and what kind of beads of wonder you exchanged with your inner child, I'm going to pick up 3 messages from a wisdom card box, which actually has wisdom in innocence and the wisdom in the adult. So I'm going to pick that up and let's see where that takes us. Oh, I want to pick up all that are here. Okay, I'm going to go with the first one. I trust the intelligence within me. That's the wonder of innocence. I trust the intelligence within me, where you have that confidence in yourself. You don't worry about what others think. You just know, right? And the wisdom, whatever is happening out there is only a mirror of my own limited thinking. So the wisdom, the wonder of wisdom says, whatever is happening out there is only a mirror of my own limited thinking. So allow the inner child innocence to tell you that I trust the inner intelligence within me. Do not let other people's opinion affect your confidence, your faith in what you need to do. So that's the first one. The second one is I'm healthy and filled with energy. That's how little kids have so much of energy, so much of enthusiasm. So it says, I'm healthy and filled with energy. And the adult wonder says, I feel the bounce in my step. I see my shining eyes. The radiant me is right here. I claim it now. So when you merge your wonder with the innocence, you're able to then feel the bounce in your step, feel that shining eyes, and the radiant side of you just comes and helps you to just claim what is yours and enjoy the journey of life. And then the third one was, I always have a choice. So a child will also always finds an option of how to, entertain themselves, keep themselves going. And so it says, I always have a choice. And the wonder of wisdom says, I choose to believe that it is easy to change a thought or a pattern. And this is exactly what we experienced in today's meditation, right? We observed the thing one just jump out, was feeling sad, jumped out, while thing two took a little bit longer. So I choose to believe that it is easy to change a thought or a pattern if we choose to go from the space of the wonder of the innocence. Okay, so Tonya says that she felt exactly what from the session, the one that it says, I'm healthy and filled with energy. I feel the bounce in my step. I see my shining eyes. The radiant me is right here. I claim it now. That's wonderful. So your inner child obviously inspired you to really tap into that energy that is within us, the inherent energy that's within us, which is required from time to time, right? So when we're feeling down, some activity that helps us to connect with the child in us helps us to regroup and to move forward through any difficulty that we might be facing in life. What else did you all experience? So what did you think about the concept of thing one and thing two, and in the context of Cat in the Hat and the mother coming in, and in spite of the fact that thing one and thing two caused so much of havoc and chaos in the house, before they stepped away from that, they made sure that there was order put back. So there is value in wisdom. There is wonder in wisdom too. And we have to use the two of them to really bring out the best for us, so that we have all the strength to handle the different ups and downs of life, the seesaw. I saw some comments about seesaw being British English as opposed to the American. I don't know what it is called, but hey, I'll check it out later. So tell me, how did it feel? Did you have a lot of inner childhood memories that came up for you? It's very interesting. So even though I personally, as a little girl, I loved dancing. I could dance the whole day. And I would come back from school. The first thing I did was finish my lunch, and I would pull out my box of all the trinkets that I had. I would wear bangles, and I would wear all the jewelry that mom was not using anymore. And I would have, in our Indian, we wear that the dupattas that we wear with the salwar kameez. I would borrow a few of my mom's, and I would cover my head, and I would pretend like I'm a dancer on stage with a little bit of a Bollywood touch, of course. Have the songs, even if the songs were not playing, I could dance to it without a problem. So Pasant says, thank you. That was really sweet, feeling the meeting of the innocent. And sorry, I'm missing the messages, but yeah, absolutely. The dancing aspect, I can see, Pasant. The dancing is such a liberating feeling, right? I could dance for hours until I would be forced to sit down with my homework, which I hated doing at that time. And even today, you play a peppy number for me, I'm dancing in my head. I am already doing some kind of a dance within my head. Put me into a structured form of learning dance. I do well. I pick up dance well. But sooner or later, I get fed up of the structure and I want to do it my way. Completely unstructured. And I can see so many of you saying, I love dancing. So Pasan said the same thing. Sumaira, you're saying the same thing. So yeah, I guess as girls, we either love dancing or we love dressing up the little dolls, right? I mean, I know I'm being a little bit of a, fixated with the gender aspect here, but that's what I like doing as a little girl. I would either dress up my dolls. Actually, dolls were not so much. I would dress myself up. I was the little doll in my own life. And dancing is so much fun. Yes, Lita agrees with me there too. So what about the men here? If anyone are there, Tony, come on, tell us something about your experience. I'm not sure which other male, I think Stephen, you were there with us. If you're still there, let us know what you like to do as a little boy, because we're getting a lot of perspective about women. We'd love to know what the boys like to do. I know Tony did, I did ask Tony while I was writing this meditation down, like, what did you like doing? And I think he mentioned swimming on the beach. So perhaps he's already typing in something about it, but just the sense of freedom, the sense of I can do what I want to. And sometimes we didn't need too many toys. We didn't need to be out. We could just sit in the house and do that, recreate that. So it's such a wonderful thing to enjoy playing. And thank you, Tony, for calling me that little doll. I do love doing that. And while I was reading out saying the meditation for all of you, I was just closing my eyes and I was trying to remember all the memories that I could recreate if I would have my younger self just hugging me. And it was actually a little emotional, of course, and a little sense of loss, that wish I could just do that freedom, have that freedom again. And we do have that. Tony also adds that I always wanted to walk among the stars, meet life out there. And that's exactly what it is. For many, it's like, what's up there? What's up in the stars? Are there aliens? Are there no aliens? All those questions that we had as little kids. And we probably read up and stuff like that. And I think for some of us, we've kind of relived it in many ways when our kids were growing up. And I loved playing with my boys. Of course, since I had boys, there was more playing with cars and creating cities, but just watching their creativity and adding more to it is so much fun. So yeah, playing is so important. Salita says, I laughed in meeting my younger self and I actually gave her one of my favorite delicacies now, sushi. And my younger self said, wow, so did your younger self, Lita, have the adult taste of sushi? That's interesting, right? I was pretty limited in my choice of food, and I do eat drastically different from what I ate when I was a little girl. But there's one thing that still brings light to my eyes, and that is ice cream. You can bring ice cream in front of me and I become a little girl again. I just loved ice cream, and I still love ice cream. So Samira says, love lying on the beach watching the stars. Okay, so Samira and Tony have something in common there, looking up and admiring the stars and wondering what, So I'm glad that all of you could, sort of have a reunion with your little self, your thing one, and enjoy that reunion and playtime. Now, don't limit it for only today. Try and reconnect with the inner child as much as you can, because that wonder of innocence is what is going to serve us well. The wonder of innocence and wisdom together helps us to tap into our higher self, the part that feels empowered no matter what we're going through in life, because it says here, I trust the intelligence within me. I am healthy, and filled with energy, and I always have a choice. So take inspiration from these wonderful messages and from whatever you received through today's meditation, and just have a blast. You have the structure in you. You will tap into your structure sooner or later. Joni unfortunately has lost connection. So I'm so glad that all of you had some specific memories that came up for you through your childhood. I did enjoy it, and I think I'm going to try and do some unstructured dancing for sure. I go for Zumba classes. I go for Zumba. But there's still some structure in there, right? You still do land up following the instructor, and of course you can go a little bit here and there and do your own thing. And there was one of the Zumba classes that I did in Muscat. The lady, bless her, she used to occasionally just play a number and say, do what you want to, like, don't have to worry about following me. And she would actually get off and not give any instructions. And I think if ever you feel like you want to do that kind of a Zumba, that's great fun, because you just do your own thing. So there you go, dancing, looking up at the stars. I hope each one of you finds some moments to do that, whether actually in the motion or even in your mind. Enjoy it. It's yours. It's your memory. And I hope some healing came through those painful moments in childhood, which as a child had an immense effect on you and perhaps created some self-limiting titles towards yourself. I hope you could, let go of those, because your wonder of your wisdom will make you see that you're not that child anymore. Remember what the 4 agreements said, do not take it personally. So now you have the wisdom to not take something personally on board and say, I am who I am. Okay? So you're most welcome, Kim. Yes, it was a light and a joyful. To be very honest, I actually started by writing healing of the inner child. And then it felt so heavy and so emotional. I was like, I need to do a little more of a lighter connection with our inner child, because it's not all sad. Yes, there were sad moments. And yes, we needed healing from that also. And I hope that you can keep doing this meditation, and there will be days when you will bring on the lighter moments, and there are days when you'll have some healing through some painful memories. But keep sharing the beads of wonder with your inner child. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next Sunday. And thank you so much. Enjoy. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day. And for some I think I had some connecting in from Malaysia. So have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye. See you.